most inspiring thing about the trip, about the meeting, about the trip of the field, at the fields is to get the chance to know all the network and learn from her experience, from their experience, for their knowledge. So I think this is the most inspiring thing for me.
Like coming and visiting the landscape and talking to the communities and talking to the TBI staff was giving me a very clear picture of the excellent work that TBI Indonesia is doing here. What I was really impressed with was how all of the components that we talk about, like these multi-stakeholder platforms and sustainable practices and governance issues are all touched upon with this project.
What I inspired in this trip is actually I'm well aware of what peatland is and how the management is really difficult, and we really appreciate this Tropons Indonesia, what they are working very well. We knew that working together as a consortium is key, and we really need to keep in terms of promoting the climate and fire smart landscape, where we can also contribute to climate adaptation and mitigation.
We have had a very wonderful experience with Tropons Indonesia during the class sessions and the sessions on the field. I was able to learn a lot on how sustainable forest management practices, fire-sensitive, fire-smart, sustainable forest management practices can help contribute to the restoration of ecosystems and maintenance of wildlife ecosystems, particularly the orangutan corridor development between Pitikal and the Tropons Indonesia, with support from the local district of Kalimantan, was a very good example of how businesses, public-private partnership can be made to help conserve nature while at the same time promoting exploitation of economic resources to help support local communities and the local communities and government.
We are very much inspired by the community engagements and then what the communities are doing with their alternative livelihoods. So that is something that we got inspiration from.
What interests me most is the ability of Tropons members to put together a variety of approaches to address landscape challenges, and that's quite interesting for me.
I was inspired by the diversity of countries that converged, but also the market extreme differences in the landscapes where the different teams work. But amazingly, all these differences are actually brought together in similar solutions and same courses of action. That really makes a very big difference and brings food for thought.
I was very impressed with how Tropons Indonesia was able to pull out a funding opportunity of up to 25 years. This is not an easy task. I think that a lot of effort was put forward to access this kind of funds. It's something that we shall be able to replicate if possible, and it's something that we will go back and think through, plan together as a group and see whether we can also have similar funds coming to our landscape.